tragic update. Shocking news about Phyllis that will rock the Young and the Restless fans. Phyllis Summers has always been one of the Young and the Restless most complex, unpredictable, and captivating characters. Over the years, we've watched her evolve from a brash, scheming woman to someone who's faced heartache, betrayal, and personal struggles, but always managed to hold her own in the cutthroat world of Genoa City. However, what many fans weren't expecting was an unexpected, tragic update that has sent shockwaves through the Y&R universe, leaving fans reeling and eagerly anticipating the fallout. In a world where betrayal and redemption are common plot devices, the writers of Y&R have truly outdone themselves with a storyline that is bound to leave a lasting mark on the soap opera. It's a story that's heart-wrenching, surprising, and ultimately tragic, and it's one that will force the characters, as well as the fans, to confront the darker realities of life, love, and loss. The shocking news: Phyllis' fate is in question. It all started with a simple, seemingly innocuous scene. Phyllis, as always, was at the center of the drama at Society, her usual hangout. But then, without warning, a terrible accident occurred, one that would forever change her life and the lives of everyone around her. It's an event that fans will never forget, and the implications are both deeply personal and tragically irreversible. The accident, which took place after a heated argument with a close loved one, left Phyllis in critical condition. Fans immediately feared the worst. The doctors have been tight-lipped, offering only vague updates about her condition. As the story unfolded, it became apparent that Phyllis may not survive this tragedy. The uncertainty surrounding her fate has cast a long shadow over Genoa City, and it's clear that things will never be the same again. A life on the line. The accident that left Phyllis in critical condition was caused by a sequence of events that no one could have predicted. The confrontation she had was intense, emotionally charged, and full of deep-seated resentment. Phyllis, as always, was fiercely protective of her family, her loved ones, and her reputation. She had been on edge, battling with herself and others in the aftermath of her latest failed relationships and attempts at finding happiness. During this emotional moment, a car chase ensued, with Phyllis at the wheel. Her decision to engage in the high-speed pursuit was impulsive, driven by emotions that had been building for weeks. The chase ended in a dramatic crash, with Phyllis sustaining serious injuries. At first, the viewers were unsure whether she would survive the night, but as the days went on, the reality of her condition began to sink in. Now, with her life hanging in the balance, fans are left wondering whether this could be the end of Phyllis' time on The Young and the Restless. The stakes couldn't be higher, and this tragic twist will forever change the course of the soap opera. The impact on Genoa City. Phyllis' accident has already had an enormous impact on the residents of Genoa City, especially those closest to her. Nick, Summer, and Kyle are all beside themselves with worry. They've witnessed firsthand how Phyllis has struggled with various issues, from her relationships to her career, but they've also seen her resilience. Phyllis has always been a fighter, so this tragedy is a hard pill to swallow for those who love her most. Nick, in particular, has been a pillar of strength for Phyllis throughout the years, despite their tumultuous past. Their complicated relationship has been marked by love, betrayal, and a shared history, and now, with Phyllis' life on the line, Nick is forced to confront the possibility that he might lose her forever. Their children, Summer and Kyle, are equally devastated by the news, with Summer in a deep state of denial about the severity of her mother's condition. For Summer, Phyllis is the one person she could always count on to keep things in check, and the thought of losing her is unimaginable. The entire Abbott family is affected as well. Jack, who has always had a special bond with Phyllis, is struggling to come to terms with the news. Phyllis was once a central part of Jack's life, and their relationship has evolved over the years, sometimes tumultuous but always complicated and filled with mutual respect. For Jack, the thought of losing Phyllis in such a tragic manner is a devastating blow. The hospital room has been filled with tension, with emotions running high. The delicate balance of relationships is being tested as people process their grief and uncertainty. Some are holding on to hope, while others have begun preparing for the worst. Unanswered questions. As the weeks drag on, Phyllis' condition remains touch and go, with no clear answers from the doctors. Fans are left with more questions than answers. Will Phyllis survive this tragic accident? If she does, what kind of life will she have afterward? Will her injuries be so severe that she'll be forever changed, both physically and emotionally? And most importantly, what will become of the relationships she's worked so hard to build. The future of Genoa City is hanging in the balance as the people closest to Phyllis navigate the difficult terrain of grief, fear, and uncertainty. No one knows what the outcome will be, but one thing is certain: this tragedy will leave a lasting imprint on the show and the characters who remain. The heartbreaking decision. The worst is yet to come, as Phyllis' loved ones are faced with a heartbreaking decision. Doctors have given them the difficult task of deciding whether to continue life-saving treatment or to allow Phyllis to slip away peacefully. This choice is one that no family should ever have to make, and it's one that will tear apart the people closest to her. Nick, Summer, and Kyle are all grappling with the weight of this decision. Nick is torn, not knowing whether it's better to let Phyllis go or to continue fighting for her survival. Summer, ever the optimist, refuses to accept that her mother might not pull through, even though the situation seems dire. Kyle, for his part, is doing everything he can to stay strong for his sister and the rest of the family, but deep down, he is filled with uncertainty and fear. Meanwhile, Jack finds himself reliving the past, reflecting on the years he spent with Phyllis and the many mistakes they made together. He's filled with regret, wishing he could have done more to help her through her struggles before it all led to this. Jack's guilt and heartbreak are palpable, and his presence at the hospital is a testament to how much Phyllis meant to him. A devastating loss. As the situation becomes more dire, fans are left wondering whether this will be the end of Phyllis' journey on The Young and the Restless. Is this the final chapter for one of the show's most iconic characters? Or will she somehow manage to defy the odds and pull through? Regardless of what happens, it's clear that Phyllis will leave an indelible mark on Genoa City. Her relationships with Nick, Summer, Kyle, and Jack have shaped the course of the show for years, and her presence has always been a driving force in the drama and intrigue that keeps fans coming back for more. A new beginning. Even if Phyllis doesn't make it out of this tragic situation, her death will undoubtedly have a profound impact on the other characters. If the show decides to move forward without her, it will open up new storylines and emotional arcs for the people she left behind. The Young and the Restless has always been known for its ability to evolve, and the departure of a central character like Phyllis could lead to exciting new developments and unexpected twists. However, if Phyllis survives, her journey will likely take on a new, even more dramatic direction. Will she be forever changed by this traumatic event? Will her relationships with the people she loves survive the emotional fallout, or will they fracture beyond repair? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Phyllis' story is far from over, and The Young and the Restless will continue to keep fans on the edge of their seats. The aftermath of tragedy. In the days following Phyllis' accident, Genoa City is bound to change forever. As the residents of the town rally together, trying to support Phyllis in her time of need, new alliances may form and old wounds may be reopened. What this tragedy has shown is that no one is invincible, and even the strongest of characters can be brought to their knees by fate's cruel twists. In the end, Phyllis' fate will serve as a reminder to all of the show's fans that nothing is guaranteed. Life, love, and family are fragile, and sometimes the people we love most can be taken from us in an instant. While the full extent of the tragedy remains to be seen, one thing is certain: The Young and the Restless has once again shocked its audience with a storyline that is both devastating and unforgettable. The questions surrounding Phyllis' fate will continue to keep fans talking long after the episode airs, and the fallout will echo through Genoa City for years to come.